Welcome to Around the Bend with Soki. In this episode, we get our new truck. We're Ramona and Mike, and we RV full-time. For the last 3 years, we've had a very dependable Ford truck. We put about 40,000 miles on it, and a lot of that has been hauling our 42-foot fifth-wheel Soki all the way to Washington State and back. Since the pandemic, there's been a real shortage of heavy-duty trucks that can haul big fifth wheels. And so we found out we might get a pretty good trade-in and decided we'd go for ordering a new truck. Well, everybody knows ordering a new truck with the parts problems is a real challenge, and we weren't sure we'd ever get it. We started deciding what we wanted in February. We contacted our local dealer at Latham. William Green, our salesman, helped us, and we had a pretty good idea of exactly what we wanted. So we started the order process. As late as the end of May, we were still receiving emails that said it may not be built. And then all of a sudden, we got an email. It was going to be built at the beginning of June and delivered towards the end. I left the order sheet up there so you can see what we were getting. We pretty much got what we wanted, including dual wheels. All right, so a quick look under the hood. This is the 6.7 regular engine. It's not the high output one. I didn't want to do the high output one. For one, it's $2,000 more. And honestly, I've had so much power with the 6.7 that I really didn't see the need to spend the extra $2,000 just because I could get 25 more horsepower and about 1,500 foot-pounds more torque. I've had trouble in wet roads with doing burnouts with the camper on the back anyway, so it just really didn't make any sense. Not exactly something you want to work on, but everything is accessible. You know, you can check all your fluids and that sort of thing without too much trouble. I mean, it is a 1-ton truck, so you got to climb up here to get to it, but everything is pretty well laid out, pretty much like the last truck. So a little tour of the inside of the truck. It's a really neat two-tone, but then it has this kind of jean type material on the top side, which should make it a little cooler when you get into it. The two-tone is really nice. The seats, there's a lot more room under the seats than there was in the other truck. It does, in this particular model, does have power points, several of them, including 110, 12 volt, and the USB-Cs, air conditioning vents, and heated seats for the back, which is kind of neat. Didn't realize we were going to get that. Has the typical armrest, but the room under the seats is cavernous. We also do have the full sunroof, front to back, panoramic sunroof. Right now it's closed because it's pretty sunny out. The running boards do stick out when they come down, whenever you open the doors. Again, the two-tone is really nice. Got a really nice B&O sound system, much better than the last truck did. Got some burnished silver chrome edges on things. The seats are nice, multi-dimensional seats with lumbar support, and they actually are very form-fitting, a lot more comfortable than my other truck was. Has the armrest with a giant cavernous thing in the middle. Has the cup holders with the slide over cup holder, so you can actually do mugs in there. The front has USB, USB-C, and then it has the actual magnetic charging point, and then that will slide shut so you don't even see it in there. I'll show you the dashboard and stuff, the actual electronics later, but it's a much flatter space across the top. I was worried I wouldn't have room enough for my cameras, but they seem to fit in without too much trouble. Push button start. It's got the drive mode switches, Pro Trailer backup assist, and the electronic brake control. All that seems to be integrated into the heads-up display, which I'll try to show you that in another video. Screen is big, and the map is much better. The old truck, I wouldn't use the mapping for anything because it was always off. GPS half the time didn't even cycle in. It has microphones and speakers built into the top headliner. You got your lights, the controls for the panoramic moon roof, and the shade that goes across. There's all different ways to set that up, plus your back window. Of course, you got a place to put your sunglasses, and the heads up, or the upfitter switches are in there. Plus, it's got the thing for the buttons for your garage door. Again, beautiful doors, display, or the two-tone. Plus it's got the denim on the top. We have WeatherTech mats from the other truck. They fit in here without any problem. Got them front and rear. This seat is full electronics plus the lumbar support. The glove box is a little different. They rigged it up so you have a button on it now, and then it opens up to a pretty good sized space. And then of course the bottom one is huge. There's lots of space in there. That's where you can turn on and off your airbag. So everything is well laid out in there. You got, of course, places to put stuff on each side of the island. The center console, your AC, your 12 volt is in the front as well. You got your stability switch, 4 ways, your park assist. You can turn that off, which is kind of handy. All your cameras displays, because there's tons of cameras on this thing. And then it's got the exhaust brake. So again, lots and lots of room in this thing. It's really nice to be able to get around. That's what we've always liked about the Ford trucks, is they're incredibly roomy. You can put full-size people front and rear, and it's very comfortable. I'll try to give you a look at what the heads-up display looks like. It's pretty amazing. You've got your speed, your temperature, the time, your turn signals left and right show up. As soon as you engage the cruise control, that pops up. If you set up any sort of navigation on the center console, it shows up also in the navigation screen in the heads-up display. If you change some of the settings for your brakes or change it to a different drive mode, that will also show up. There you go. Now you've got directions to the next waypoint. Even tries to give you the name of the road. When you set the cruise control, it will light up with lane spacing. If you set it up from 1 to 4 car lengths, it'll show that. It'll show the car that it detects in front of you. In this case, it's showing you the tachometer for the tow haul mode. It'll give you your angles, departure angles, and the truck angle if you are going off-road. It's a stunning feature, and there's all kinds of adjustments that you can do to it. The interior dashboard has a number of settings. Everything is electronic now. You turn it off, it shows you the back of the truck. It wants to let you know if there's any sensing and if there's any children left in the truck. When you start the truck, it comes up with a big splash screen. Gives you your gauges, the speed, tachometer, tells you if there's anybody's belted in. It'll also tell you if they've unbelted. All 4 seats. So when you switch modes, it actually shows you the truck, and in this case, a trailer. So it's tow haul mode. You can switch it to slippery mode. You can slip it. Has an eco mode. It has off-road mode, and it shows you all that as it goes through when you set it. Each dash mode has a little different look. It'll come up kind of green on one, blue on another. On the off-road, it even shows you your terrain in front of you, so you get an idea if it's going up, down, how drastic it is. The center gives you a number of different settings that you can use. It has a calm mode, an eco mode, shows all your tires, goes into diesel mode. There's diesel measurements. You can customize it a number of different ways. In this case, it gives you all your information on your diesel engine. Gives you a different way of looking at it from boost and your engine brake. You can go straight to diesel gauges, and it has a vernier output. Over next to the center console is your Pro Trailer Assist. You can turn that on, and obviously you can see how it switches the main screen. Gives you your cameras. Actually lets you see right down on the ball behind the truck so you can hook up. Let's say the map display is rather large, and really like how they've changed that. Number of different option features that you can run. Your phone, your music, any kind of music you want. It leaves a thumbnail up over on the right hand side so you can see some of the other things, including the in-bed camera. Here again is the cameras. It shows you backup and the lanes. You can change the cameras to a number of different ones. The front camera, a wide angle on the front camera. This is the bed camera. This is right off the back, so you can hitch up on a single trailer. This view shows you down both sides of the vehicle with no truck in the middle. Pretty nice when you're hauling a trailer. Your exhaust brake is right directly over it. One nice feature is they still leave you dials so you can actually turn it. We've had the truck about a month now, and we're really excited to get out and do some towing. Please subscribe and like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you around the bend.